Hello and welcome back to the Memory Arcade. Yeah, more Elden Ring. Today we've reached the capital. Maybe? Almost? Getting there. Had a tussle with a magma dragon. Only to walk 5 meters and be immediately accosted. Ah. Yeah, I was doing a little bit of exploration yesterday, but let's go back to the last checkpoint. And here we are, Altus Plateau. And I guess this is the Divine City. It's the artery, alright. We've never been this close. And, yeah. I have a few things that I would like to tackle soonish. Oh, new knights. Or at least new armor. Oh, I like the very golden tabard, and what killed me? Is it my health or my armor? Just like, maybe I should make a decision here and get rid of at least the halberd for now. My casting implement and my crossbow. Let's step up to that high load as fast or as much as we can. I mean, they hit hard, but not devastating. Got a bunch of bolts. Bulgur bloom. Huh. This camp has gone right to shit. Oh. Let's see if they still have some junk in the trunk. Ooh. Of course, it has a high strength requirement. Colossal sword. That's probably the new way of them referring to the ultra great swords, which honestly, that's a name change I can get behind. Ultra great sword always sounded a little, I don't know, like something out of Killer Instinct. Oh? Yeah, so all of these stationary wagons have treasure chests with decent loot in the back. So there's a boost guarding ability. honestly, this one seems like just very universally useful. Why not? Like, imagine that it'll maybe decrease damage, maybe boost poise, so, you know, or stability, as in less stamina lost on getting hit while guarding. And in spite of my initial attempts to get out of my comfort zone, a new Souls game, I will probably be using a shield. Kinda my security blanket of sorts. Game, please. Just let me get my stuff. Okay. Oh, the bombardment reaches past this place. That's, yeah. Their rules are good, because they do that. Hmm. The doctors couldn't help him. Tragic, really. Okay, there's one wagon, 2 wagons. I think we got all the fundamentals here. And, I mean, I get it. If this camp is almost abandoned, it's probably bait. Just the way it turned out. Oh, hello. Could we have a frank discussion about your choice in weaponry? Which is, once again, I don't want to fight you. Just tell me who your armor and or weaponsmith are. I admire this guy who just sticks by his post. I was tasked to man the ballista. I know the captain is getting murdered right next to me, but if I keep my eyes straight, maybe nothing bad will befall me. And you know what? This will be true. As long as they don't move away from the ballistas to fuck with me. We are fine. Keep up the good work. Very good, very good. Well, he was wearing that shield talisman. That's Capital Guard issue, right? Thought he was one of us. Huh. Suddenly we're in Berlin. I mean, I'm only partially kidding here. The Berlin Gate looks a tad different. Notably, there's a chariot drawn by 4 horses up top. But still. So I think they took I wanna say an ogre, because the really big ones are called trolls in this, and just put this on his head, and we're just like, yep, that's fine. He'll probably do more damage to himself and slowly go insane, but on the off chance an enemy encounters this, they'll have the time of their lives. This run has made me a fan of bleeding effects, which is very late into my Souls player career, but better late than never. Just this little damage explosion, especially with harder enemies, it's a big motivation to keep it up. I was about to say that I'm skeptical these doors would be open after the game has basically put any conceivable roadblock in my way, including dragons and a lift that straight up didn't work. But the gates do seem to be open. Okay, watch this. I bet this knight is the one who's gonna drop his weapon. Even though I really, really want the sword. How many of you are there? And why can't I summon my wolves here? I think a tablet would burn better. That's super cool. How do you do that? Good. He said, and then just got all his teeth knocked out of his skull. I got him eventually. Now you're coming to me because I don't want to deal with that rider yet. Come on. Also, yeah, just blanket warning for the stream. Horses and dogs get hurt a bunch. And it's so ingrained in what you do in this game. I'm not really able to do this. And believe me, if there will be a mod down the road that replaces realistic animals with, you know, more fantasy-ish. Like, in this case, maybe I wouldn't go for like a skeleton horse, because skeleton horse along with a knight in shining armor is a little silly. But I think you get the general idea. Just something that's where you're not like, oh, I'm slashing a horse to ribbons. That kind of sucks. And same with dogs who are not like harbingers of the undead. I mean, they're still very good boys, even in that shape, but at least, you know, fighting them feels less like being a complete monster. You know, I wouldn't even call this a dick move. This area is still clearly being defended by those soldiers. Why would they let me waltz up to the gate? And be like, hey, hey, I hear Queen Marika desires a new consort. Icky eyebrow waggle, etc., etc. Oh my god. I know why they wouldn't let me in. I didn't sing Prince Ali. Now I'm struggling to remember any of the full lines of the lyrics. Prince Ali, glorious he, Alabawa. So I guess the next objective is clear. We turn around, we scour all the lands for a cave in the shape of a tiger, and surely we will eventually find it, get the magic lamp, and become a real prince. Well, kind of a real prince. Going for the plunging attack, dude. I won't do you the same kindness. God, he has a lot of health. Just in general, I feel, I don't know, not so much underleveled, more under-equipped. And if they're just gonna fight us tooth and nails until we meet Queen Marika and get that plot dump that I suspect will be coming soon. This is gonna be a wee bit tedious. I'm not saying that, yeah, sure, obviously there are parts in Souls games where they just put you through the ringer, but I feel progress has slowed down a bunch. Well, I don't really feel like grinding out levels. I do feel like maybe going some places where we could maybe get a little more powerful and, you know, in the smart way. But yeah, having a bunch of that golden armor would probably go a long way. Dude, how high is your blading meter? There we go. On the plus side, we're almost ready for level up. The main gate is dangerous, to say the least. Let's look at the surrounding countryside. Also not sure if the... curious. Oh, there's a bad place, isn't it? Ember Starlight. Okay. Oh. Say, why is there no game audio being recorded? That's weird. Of course. Hmm. Maybe there's something weird with the game. Which direction am I even facing here? Is this just back to the gate? Yeah, this looks like it's back to the gate. I wanna quit out of the game, see if that fixes anything. OBS seems to be getting the red device. getting nothing. I gotta restart OBS, I'm sorry. This is weird. I'll be back in a few.